Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Nep. Hello to Welsh. Hello, Bishop. Hi, Vank. Hi, Spider. Hi, Bill. Hi, other John. Hi, AMF. Hello to Owen. What's up? How are you? I really wish that YouTube had different color names because everybody is the same color, which is just white, and it's harder to distinguish it. You know what I mean? And so it like blends everybody in. Maybe that's a feature they'll work on. Unless that feature is already available and I just don't have it. Gotta check it out. Hi, Red Haired. Hi, Sai. How you guys doing? Hello, Josh. Hello. Devam, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I took a break to go walk to a coffee shop and I was doing a little bit of reading there. Now I'm back. I went on a nice walk. So it was very enjoyable. I'm very excited for spring because I want to go on a lot of walks. It's just a little too cold, but today the weather was very nice, relatively speaking. So hopefully soon it gets nicer because this weekend is freezing. It's 17 degrees. That's really cold. Oh, Olive, I'm doing well. How are you? Hello, guys. Hi, everybody else. Good to see you guys. I'm eating some, like nut? Different, like walnuts, nuts, whatever, like a mix. Being healthy today. It's my, off sugar day, so no sugar for me today. Doc, good to see you. It continues. How are you? Hey, 65 months now. Thank you so much. How's it going? Yeah, that walk definitely helped me because I was feeling a little bit low energy around 4, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like go walk for a little bit, do a little bit of reading, and then stream. So that's why I'm streaming a little bit later. That depends. What you leave in your will. Yeah, right now I'm doing every other day no sugar, but soon I want to do every 2 days no sugar, like every. Hi, Run. What's up with you? Yeah, exactly, Olive. Exactly, 17 Fahrenheit. But yeah, eventually 2 days, and eventually, just kind of like slowly, you know, extend the no sugar days. But trying to stay away from caffeine as well because it's very easy to overdo it on caffeine, and it definitely like makes me a little too anxious sometimes. And like today I had some coffee and then I was gonna have some tea when I went to the coffee shop, and then I was like, no, I gotta have some like herbal tea, something with no caffeine. So I had a chamomile because that coffee hit really hard and I only drank half of it. I haven't. Run. What's that? Well, because sugar is just bad for you, you know? Um, just pure sugar is it just causes too many problems. It causes acne, causes your insulin to consistently spike and can lead to much bigger issues overall. I mean, it's just a very unhealthy thing. So I'm trying to stay away from it and avoid becoming addicted to sugar, although I feel like a part of me definitely is. I was able to stay away for a month, but like I definitely crave it here and there. I think it's become much easier for me to stay away from sugar for a whole day after I took the month break. So something good came out of that for sure. Nicotine pouches for sugar? Hi, Spin. Yeah, Spin doesn't have sugar at all. Welcome. Hey, Sim, thank you for the 9 months. How are you? Oh, my age? Oh, I'm 29. There's a command for it. You started eating some? What happened? Why'd you start eating some? Yeah, it definitely leads to cardiovascular disease and diabetes and a lot of bad things, so I'd rather stay away from it, and it's obviously addicting. That's why, like, if you eat a lot of sugar, it's very hard to not have it, and I don't like that. I don't like dopamine spikes like that, like instant gratification, you know what I mean? It's just not good for you. Biggest lesson? Good question, because I've been reading books in a bunch of different categories. I think the only book I read this year, because January was in my head, for the mind mapping video that is being released tomorrow, by the way. Hi Move, how are you? And so yeah, that was a very good book. Very good book. I learned a lot. Some of the stuff's already outdated, so like I blended it with modern research. Thank you, John. I will be playing games today. Fair enough when you do sports. I was watching some like not documentaries, but some talks on sugar specifically. Like I don't know if it was like nutritionist. I forgot who it was, but she talked about you know, like she answered one of my questions because I was very curious about it. So if you eat a lot of fiber before you have sugar, does it slow the absorption of sugar even if they're separate? And apparently it does. So if you do want to have a lot of sugar, or you want to have sugar, one of the best things that you can do is actually eat fiber beforehand, like, you know, from fruit, I don't know, from whatever, and then like have, you know, vegetables, and then eat sugar, because that way it will slow down the absorption. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I think you can also do like apple cider vinegar or something like that. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for the next video. There's always like so much to focus on when I'm creating these videos. Like I kind of messed up the next video. It's very good, but like I'm not happy with my performance too much because I was so focused on like breathing specifically. But you know what? It's a struggle. It's progress. It'll get better. Good evening, Nourish. Oh, interesting. Okay. So there's like one confirmation on it. Oh crap, run. Bye, Devin. See you next time, or Devin. But I love bread, and I love carbs, and I love carbs a lot. But I'm good with like an ideal meal with me, an ideal meal for me. Like it doesn't need to have carbs. Like, you know, I'll have quinoa and I'll have whatever, like healthier options. As long as I have those things, it's pretty filling. If I don't have those, it's a little bit more difficult. Eating mangoes, which is high fiber. Oh, interesting. Well, there's some research on fruits these days too, that a lot of fruit has much more sugar than fiber now for whatever reason. But yeah, I don't know too much about mangoes. I guess, yeah, if you have too much, it could still... Bread is amazing, especially like a loaf of bread right out of the oven. It's very good. Hi, Cobb. How are you? Chocolate's also very good. Like, I feel like I like everything. I like seafood. Like, I like meat. I like vegetables. I like fruit. Whatever. But I do want to eat more grains, I would say. So I'm gonna make some tonight. I should actually put some to be made while I'm streaming. So maybe I'll take a 5-minute break and then go and make some. I was gonna make ancient rice today. And then, you know, just need like, oh crap, I forgot to stop by the grocery store. Whatever. Really? Why is bread worse than sugar? They've okay. Eating half a bar of caramel chocolate. You know, I'm not too much of a fan of caramel for whatever reason. See you later, Roan. Depends. The book recommendations are hard because it really depends on what you're trying to learn. For me, I mean, I'm interested in various topics. Like right now I'm reading The Rise and Fall of Egypt because I'm studying Egypt. And I'm very happy to have learned more about mind mapping because I started doing that instead for taking notes, and it helps so much to have a visual with keywords instead of a lot of notes and a lot of words. And so I've definitely been reading some books on history. What did I read at the end of last year? I think I read uh intro history of economics. Is that what it's called? It's like back there. I think I read Contagious too. I didn't finish Mortal Secrets. I think I read halfway through. But they're all very different topics. Contagious on marketing, like, and what else did I read at the end there? There was like a few. A Dopamine, which is up there. I finished that. That was very good. I really like that. So it just like depends what you're trying to study or like what you're trying to learn, I guess, or understand. I know, I love it, but I wanted to start in chronological order, so I wanted to start with Egypt. So mind mapping is this tool that is supposed to help you create connections in order to learn more about a topic. And the idea is that you create a mind map, and so you have like the main key in the center, and then you like have branches, and then those are connections to the main key, and then you create connections from those branches, like sub branches, and then you connect them all around the whole mind map in order to make connections. And then you also add visuals because you're trying to basically create multiple ways in your brain to retrieve that information. So it's like a tool you can use to both learn, but also to help with memory when it comes to when it comes to studying, like, and understanding stuff. It helps you with memorizing as well. Oh, thank you, Ricard. Oh, what the hell? I did not know that, Naresh. Does he have anything on Egypt access? I'll actually put it down right now, or I'm on the YouTube right now. So I keep forgetting about him, sorry. One sec. Because I was looking for a video to watch on Egypt, actually. The Great Pyramid as Ancient Egypt's Manhattan Project. What is that? Oh, he really goes into like specifics. How ancient Egypt invented mind control? Hello, Yuk. Cool. Thanks, Axis. You can't find it on Amazon? Yes, I can, Spin. Let me do it after stream. Can you remind me if I forget? Yeah, remind me and I'll message you. Hello, Mozart. How are you? I think I was actually able to... Wait, what did I... Let me see. One sec. I just want to confirm something real quick. Yeah, so that book is actually available PDF for free if you just Google it. So just Google it and then you'll find it. It should be the first link. Oh, she did? Awesome. Jealous. But yeah, so mind mapping just helps you understand it better by forming connections across concepts, and because you form connections across concepts, you have multiple ways to retrieve that information. Therefore, you're more likely to memorize it. Because if you lose like one memory, for example, like you've attached a certain topic to one memory, right? And for whatever reason you forget that, you don't use it for a while, then that information goes with it. But if you are able to basically link a memory to another memory in multiple ways, you're less likely to forget. So when I say memory, whatever, you get information. Maybe information would be a better word to use, but that's the idea, based on all my research for mind mapping. And I've done a lot of it the past 2 weeks. I'm like no expert, you know, in this in mind mapping, but like I did do a shit ton of research, and so I did learn a lot, and it seems to work that way. Oh, I have no idea, honestly. I don't know. Some conspiracies with that for sure. Anyways, we can do some endgame puzzles today, and then probably 1 or 2 games of rapid. Got a little late already, but it's a good time. Any more questions? But I will be releasing the video tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know. I'll link it obviously, but I think it's a very good video. I definitely try to condense it and cover the most important things without overly what's the word? Like making it too complicated. Overly complicating, I guess. So I think that there's a lot to learn from the video. You know, I've included a lot of the research in there, obviously, and the most popular research slash modern, because I try to look at like the, you know, the main research, but then also the modern research to see like if there's much of a difference there at that point, like what new stuff has been identified or figured out. Mid game, I feel like it's mainly studying tactics. What have you learned? Well, I'm using it for my historical studies at the moment. I've created a mind map on mind mapping. So I learned a bit there. Not too much because I haven't basically, even with the historical stuff I'm studying at the moment, I haven't connected everything just yet. I'm waiting a little bit longer to do that, and I decided I'm gonna do it chapter by chapter, so we'll see how that goes. But a lot of it was like more theoretical stuff I learned so far, and I haven't had the chance to basically apply it too much just yet. Jay, thanks for the raid. How you been? Hello, hello. But I'll let you guys know. It's Pickle Rick. A shout out to Jay Dizzy. Hello, hello everybody who came from their channel. Okay. Anyways, I think we should do some endgame. I definitely think we should do some endgame. Includes you. Welcome, Kibetz. Your lab for what? Can I do a flip? No. No, sir. Okay. Yeah, let's do endgame now, you guys. I think it's a good time to go to it. But yeah, so far with mind mapping, I've mainly been using it to visualize. Like to organize, but it goes further than that, obviously, and I'll let you guys know what I'm able to learn from the topic I'm currently studying, because I just started. It's nice though. It feels like such a nice little breakthrough for me, because for the longest time, I was taking as much notes as possible and never looking at them, and now I recognize why. And so it's just really nice to have a new method to take notes that actually helps instead of hurts, you know? Well, yes, I did. Let me... What is going on with the music, first of all? Why do I not hear it? Oh, is it not connected yet? Oh. I believe that it is important. I'm now realizing that it's quite important. That's my takeaway, honestly, because I stopped using notations much once I stopped doing tournaments, and I definitely think that it hurts. It definitely hurts your visualization, at least my visualization. And so, in conclusion, I think that understanding notations and using notations is very important in chess in order to improve and visualize. Yeah, big plays, a lot of burrows. But that's all the information people will know. Taking notes and reading them. Such a waste of time. Because it also hurts your ability to like listen because you're there taking notes and missing things. You know? Lots of words, lots of words. Okay. Thank you, Thomas. Let's practice our endgame now. There you go. I'm not, but I write scripts. So I guess in a way, I am streaming another platform. Another platform. Okay. Oh wow, this one's interesting. Wanted everything. Hmm. So I think we do this first. Oh wait, sorry. One sec. The audio is messed up. Gotta fix it. Okay, seriously, it's this for oh, then that. Well, I figured that if they take something like this, then you know what I mean? Like that's not uh because they can take this first, no? So why is D6 better for a stalemate? That's weird. Any idea, guys? What happens if they take like this? Oh, it blocks. Therefore, we promote. So that's wrong. So it is actually D6. Complicated. Then this. Then that. And then we are good. That's pretty cool. Stalemate. Why would we want to stalemate here? Are we black here? Why? Oh, I see. Hmm. What if this? No, I see it now, obviously, but took a second. This. This, that, that. Had to have high. I don't know, I like that. Seems simple enough for me. There you go. Alrighty. This one's hard. These are all stalemates. This, that, that, that. Oh. Wait, they kind of have to take here now. Oh no, they can promote like that. But then we take... Huh. This one's a little... Well, you kind of have to train for stalemate. Like, that's something that's pretty important in tournaments as well, to be able to see when you have stalemate in a losing position. That's why. I'm trying to take a look here. This... Yeah. Good to practice it. Good to practice it. It's a part of the lesson. We're gonna go through it, obviously. It's important. But this is pretty hard, and I don't really know what I am supposed to do. That's why we practice these, because they are quite difficult. Like, I want to say check this, that, maybe? I don't know. Like, because I say king g5 too. I mean, I guess then we have this. But I don't like that. Because we have this. Then if we go here, they promote. And then that's check. That's not good. You know? Definitely looking for it, but I also looking for some... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter too much. What if we play that? Correct. And then this. Well, actually, I don't know, dude. I don't even mind this, but then... I guess we have something like that. Actually, maybe it is f5. Just because they're trying to check us. But then if we play a5, this, that... Dude, I don't... so difficult. I hate opposite. I mean, I hate stalemate puzzles. They're so hard. Actually, why would king g5 be the only way? Exactly. I mean, I get the idea. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah. Because g5 concerns me. Hi, Swift. g5. We can't... Because they can still... If we do this, and then they take... Say that we're over here. That's not... We can move, though. It feels like our goal is to get here in just maybe a different order. Yeah, it seems like we have to check. And then perhaps this. Or even something along the lines of this. They go here. But then we don't want, that's the problem. We don't want to be in the check for this. You know what I mean? So what if we do play that? Oh. Why G5? Okay, let's just go with this. Because clearly I'm missing something. Because if we do this, they promote. Oh, I think I get it. Wait, do I though? Because we can still, if now we can block ourselves from going here. Oh. Hmm. It's this. Maybe. Wait. No, but they can still go here. So what if we go here and then go here? That would be stalemate. So that really, I thought that this was also stalemate. Oh, but then they can keep checking us. But that just promotes. How is this stalemate? Yeah, well, it's a huge blunder, really? But why? Well, they're gonna promote though. And we're in check, so we have to take it. And if we take like that, they just take like that, so where's the stalemate? But it's not our turn. But this but it's not our turn. Is there something I'm missing here? Yeah. Oh my god, wait. Wait! The whole time I was thinking this is check. I'm seeing ghosts. This isn't check. This would have been so much easier, okay, if I realized that I'm not in line with A1. I was looking at somehow here, I think. Yeah, I'm not concerned about their move. Literally thought A1 was check for us. It's not check. Wow. Well, that was like way more complicated than it needed to be. Because apparently I can't see. So that sucks. Seriously. I'm over here thinking I'm just somehow like not understanding. Well, what if it's just this? And then they do that, and then it's this. They do that, then it's this. It's literally just back and forth. Jokes. Is spamming too much? If it is, I'll turn it off. If it's just one person complaining, I won't though. Do. Okay. Let's check this out. So we would need to not be able to go here. I don't know, man. Let's not go through any more stalemate because I want to warm up a little bit with the other puzzles. Hello, hello. It's chat spamming. Oh. I see. Alrighty, we're white here. Let's go through this puzzle first. This one's pretty simple. Crap, I accidentally clicked next again. There's gotta be an easier way to go through these. Let's just go through a review for a second. Because right now it's such a pain in the ass to go through them. Ah, very nice. So I like this. Actually, I like this first. And I like that. And then now you have 2 bones. It keeps like messing up the freaking... Alright, let's go through random ones. Oh, this one. This one is like very troll. We do this, I believe, and then because we're trying to lure them here. And then that, oh yes, we're trying to lure them in order to pin. So do that, and then we go ahead and do that. Exactly, Axis. Okay. Yes, I think. I think I remember this one. I think it was Queen A5 check and then expose check. Because we have to keep checking. Is there something like this? And then they have to go here and then we take like that. Yes. Cool. Oh, this one's really good. Yes, yes, yes. I remember the idea. It's very good to learn these. So, okay, whatever. It's check. And then we're checking in order to try to skewer. That was the idea. We're trying to skewer. I mean, is this one not really easy or am I like tripping? They're never gonna catch up with it. This feels way too easy. Okay, I think the idea is that we are actually promoting first, so... So there's a way to skewer. Yes. That's pretty nice. Like, to consider, you know, forcing their piece onto a square where they're gonna get skewered is pretty cool. Essentially, this force is like a bad move, correct? We take, that happens, they take, we go here. They go there, we go here. Wait, sorry, we actually have to be careful here from what I'm seeing. Actually, we might be better off doing this because we want to get ahead of them so we don't move it. Really? What? I feel as if that's not... Oh, that's smart. Never mind, I see it. That way, you can literally force them by putting your king to c2 in order to, you know, like it forced the Zugzwang. Cool. That's very nice. I like it. This is way better than what I was thinking, even though I feel like what I was thinking would have totally worked. Wait, I gotta be careful here. My bad. My bad. I knew that was stalemate. I just kind of screwed around a little too hard, perhaps. And then this. And then this just mate. Alright, you guys ready for some rapid? These were fun. Actually, let's do one more. Same idea. Same idea. This is so cool. And then they have to move this one, and then we are gonna get there first. So do that. Such a cool idea, like in order to you know, stop them from promoting, you know? Okay. Oh, we're going through a meeting. That's, well, this one's pretty easy, no? Oh shit, my bad. I meant to play that. I shouldn't have rushed it. And then we just need our, ow, my ear hurts for some reason. Oh yes, just this. What am I? Kind of overthought that for sure. Having fun with these puzzles. They're nice. Alrighty, well, I feel as if what I— oh, this is more forced. This is more forced. Actually. That way this forces— we're just gonna go through these very quickly because I feel as if let's see this, and then wait, let me think this through. We can't allow them to go here, so we have to cover— yeah, we gotta cover it. Perfect. Alright. Alright, this is a chess stream. Enough with the increase this, increase that. Okay, let's play some chess. Alrighty. 15:10, let's go. Yeah. Rapid time indeed. The ear? Well, I don't think that these would be so hard to see because a lot of these are very conceptual. You know, there's like certain patterns you'll start to recognize. Like it might not be the full chunk, you know what I mean? But like like what you'll see is like, oh, okay, if I move, if I, you know, sacrifice my rook or I sacrifice any piece and they take it, they're forced to take it, and then you're essentially able to keep their knight in a corner or their king in a corner. That's like a huge advantage. So like being able to see that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, their king can't move if I take control of the square is pretty important. And that itself, that like concept and idea, you would see in the game. You might not see the full pattern, but you would see that. Actually, I kind of forgot how to play this, but I'll try to remember. Da, da, da. I believe that actually we could have played this. It's kind of annoying because I quite literally did forget, you guys. Which isn't a good thing. Actually, look, I see potential issues, but let's do this first. Do that first. Okay. Don't something something he said. Okay, it's a longer game and I shouldn't play as if it's not. So that's what we're gonna do. What first thing we'll do is go ahead and play this move here because in the specific opening, from what I remember, there are ideas, you know, and so I would definitely like to follow through with those ideas, especially while their king is on the other side of the board. But let's just try not to rush it because there are issues with this. Actually, this bishop shouldn't have went there in the first place. You know? So, truthfully, it might be... You know what? Let's play this first. Yeah, well, now I see that that was actually not the best. You know? Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll go ahead and play this. And then we will play... Let me think. So I think that's quite important to do. Like, I wasted a whole move, which isn't good. And truthfully, I almost wish I didn't allow something like that. But let's see. That might be way too aggro. I have time, and so I'm gonna try to use it. Like, I almost do want to play this. But then I can't push, so I gotta look at all possibilities. Say that they play... Okay. Definitely trying to think here. I'm gonna take my time. Hmm. Wrong chat. That's jokes. Yeah, there's that move bishop g5 I didn't like. I wasted a whole move. Hmm. The like huge level up in chess is when you make pawn moves in the middle game that are like major advantages. That's what I've kind of noticed watching or reviewing master games. They're very good at that. Like their pawn manipulation. I'm gonna say that 'cause it sounds cool. Yeah, so like I'll know that I'm pretty damn good in chess when I reach that level, because right now I'm not at that level. They do use small pieces better, that's a good way to put it as well. They do. You know? So I gotta learn how to do that eventually. One step at a time. Hmm. Tomorrow's Friday, right, guys? Mm. Huh. Who's eating at Wendy's? Their flurry stuff they're called are really good. Okay. Hmm. So everybody knows. Alrighty. I know what's coming. Do I want to? What the heck? Was that you, Spin? You just restarted everything? Somebody did. I think you're the only mon who can do that. Now everything's hopefully doesn't repeat it. Really? It just restarted, like it opened by itself. All the right places. We'll do this. We need to get our other work in the game. You're a little passive aggressive app. I don't know if you recognize that about yourself. Yeah, we're going down. I want to say this. Okay. And then I think I see literally zero chill. Like a very passive aggressive. I do like possibly something like this. I don't like that it looks like there might be some sort of coming pill, but let's see. I don't know, unless you meant to type that in a different chat. Like, already. I mean, I see the plan. Of course. But, like, I want to say this, but I definitely think. Let's see. I wonder if this works. No, it doesn't work. I almost want to do this. And then if they play that, you know what I mean? Like, the best thing we might be able to do here. Okay. What if we do play that and then this? But that could definitely. I would say not the best. Let's go play this. The worst thing. Yeah, perhaps it's pretty bad to be misunderstood. I don't like the idea of letting them infiltrate for too long, so I think that we'll go ahead and try to break that. Hmm. Hmm. You were also misunderstood. It happens. It happens. For sure. Okay. I want to say this and then they play that. Let's see. This. Actually, let's think here. Not the worst, actually, in my opinion. Oh, we can't really do that. What if we play this? Ah, they can pin. Well, actually, can they though? Yes, they can. We don't want to do that. Okay, let's figure out what we want to do first of all. We could counter. I don't like the potential disasters here though, but let's think. We didn't like this. We had our reasons for not liking it. Well, does it work as well as we think it does though? TBH, TBH. Hmm. Let's do this first. Okay. Okay. This, that, that. Okay, let me think here. This. And then we go there. And then we have something along the lines of that. This is such an actually difficult position. I'll be honest. Yeah, let's play that first. What the hell? It's so complicated. But let's see. Okay. Da, 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 da. We'll do this first. Okay. I'm just trying to think here real quick because I'm curious. Of course, we can definitely mess this up, so let me think. Say we take like that. This might be wrong, but I'm gonna try it. No, it seems a little crazy. I'll do like this. How about that? Okay, I need to calculate this. 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 Let's see. But then if they do decide, actually, let's do it. If it doesn't affect the position, but because the games require a lot of attention, you guys can talk about it with each other as long as it doesn't suggest anything. But I'm gonna miss it because I'm too focused. But if you guys have anything you want to say for me once the game's over, let me know. Yeah, I'll explain it later. No problem. Da, da, da. We'll do this. Hmm. Actually, let me think first because I want to. No, actually, I don't want to bring it further here. Let's do this. Hmm. Shake it, shake it. Meet me at the front door. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take too much time. Shake, 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 shake it. Okay. This is hard. Shake it. Three minutes. I got it. Shake it. Shake, 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 shake. Hard. Really wishing I had another piece here. Okay. Just trying to think here. Hard. I have 1 minute. Hmm. Oh, my hands are dirty. Now I can't even. Okay, hold up. That doesn't work. How about this? Ah! Running out of time. Scared. Alright, I'm gonna run out of time. You would not believe your eyes. No, I thought about G6. It doesn't work. The open air. The planet Earth slowly stay. Let's see. Now we have to play this. My symphony. Oh, I'm a little bit concerned about something like this. And then this. I don't have time. What if we do this? Insomniac. That. Well, it was a pretty obvious move. Please don't move suggest. It only worked because they played that. I was already looking at that line. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was totally losing. I would absolutely believe that. It's never as it seems. When I'm asleep. Well, regardless, it's wins. GG's. Very nice game. GGG's. Yeah, dude. Like, I was looking at a few lines. I was looking at possibly playing G6, but like, it was all about timing and only, like, from what I saw, only possible if they pushed their H pawn. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, thank you. Otherwise, their knight would have forked us if we played G6 too early. Thank you so much. Yeah, I thought that. Well, I knew that there was a disadvantage because of the bishop G5 move. That was a terrible move in this position. Um, but actually, it was looking scary for a second. This is where I feel like I messed up. Oh, yeah. So I think that. Well, actually, I saw F5 here, so maybe it wasn't. This is a line, I just don't know it, I guess. Because I thought about F5, but then I was like, well, what if they play H, whatever, 6, blah, blah, blah. But I guess then we just take the knight. It's not that big of a deal because I did look at this line for like a second. And then I thought that this possibly would happen. I guess we just push back there and they can't really do anything, I guess. Like, this would probably be very bad, huh? We win the pawn. And then it's just like, basically. Okay, yes. So never mind, actually, this works. So I messed up here. And then I guess this was maybe a little premature? Okay, yeah, so wow, I played the best move here? This seems so useless. Who got 3 brilliant moves? Yeah. Well, I thought about taking here. What? Ayo. Oh, I did see this. I saw this too late, though. I saw this way too late. So, oh, they could have played this. Oh, interesting. The best line is just a take here? Uh, well, so now knight takes is good. Oh, because we still have... I see, and we're up a pawn. A center pawn. But... interesting. I would probably take like that. Oh wow, so this king move isn't the best. Oh, it makes sense, actually. Because the pin. That actually makes a lot of sense. I played 3 brilliant moves? No, no way. Hold up. How do I look at this again? Oh, what the hell? I got 3 brilliant moves? What? These aren't even brilliant though. This is like, like this one right here. I mean, it's not really like, I feel this is obvious with the pawn on. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back. So I didn't play that. I did have a slight advantage and I messed it up. What was the best move here? G4. I did spend too many moves. Oh, there's a missed. Oh, I was looking at F5, guys, like for the longest time, and I couldn't, like, I just couldn't for the life of me. Oh, but it's actually so good because you break apart their, well, their center pieces, and then I have most of my pieces on the king side, although this is aiming at the queen side, but but then, like, what the hell is the, oh, this? Oh, that is so not obvious. Aw, what the hell? Now we play e6. Now. And then they play that, and then what, like, okay, yeah, we have nice little advantage here. Oh man. It's wild. Yeah, I'm definitely not cheating. My games are not, you know, good enough for that. Right. Right, and isolated pawns too, like earlier. Like yeah. Yeah, principals usually do. What's up, Arif? What's up, what's up? Okay, okay. Why, thank you. App, thank you. Yes, I do. I wouldn't cheat. That's not my thing. Okay. Let's do one more game. And no bullet, because I'm not trying to make my wrist. Wait, let me go through this a little bit further, because that's one line that we saw. This was... So we had quite the advantage here when they played... No, not quite the advantage. What am I talking about? Wait, what? Oh, we gave him advantage here, which is fair. What the heck? B3. Thought about B3, but... Because if they take... And then we have this, and that's not that bad. I think. So what if they went over here? Then we bring the bishop? Maybe? I feel like bishop is not the worst here. Oh no, it's maybe... But then... I guess because they can play that. So it doesn't really do much. It's not like a... Like a, you know, a good move. It's just not a good move. I don't know, I didn't want to open up this line for the bishop. I was just so not about that. And that's the thing, like, there's definitely ways to play this, I guess. And then now they have a weak pawn here. Okay. We are multi-dimensional. Okay. 3 brilliance, yeah. Yeah, Frankie. How'd you like it? It's a good novel. Okay. So, let's call it there. Okay, we went through that line. Now we see. I think I just don't like the idea of strengthening somebody's pieces. So it's like, it's just so not... Oh god, this is a bad move. Oh god, that was also a bad move. What are they... But it's hard to, like, for the opponent to see something like this. Oh wait, what do they play here? Well, I figured what they can actually do is play this, and then I'm kind of screwed. A little bit. Truthfully, like, this I was not liking. Because I figured they would play that, and then... You know, all I have is this. Like, not the best, not the best. Hmm. Yeah, it's not that good. Like I knew that here I messed up. Like I knew over here this was very bad. Like, but I think I just need to get more comfortable with the idea of you know, sometimes, you know, strengthening their pieces per se. Fourth and with my knight. You mean here, here? I don't know if there was a fork at this point, unless we're talking like, but yeah, this mistake is we just let them take. Okay, that wasn't smart. I shouldn't let them do something like that. So, okay, so here we're still not doing the best. I figured they might play g6 here. I was surprised they didn't, truthfully, and so this equalized the game. That, okay, that was bad. What was better here than this? That was me making like fast moves at this point because I was like concerned, truthfully. But it probably wasn't the best. It was still equal here. I just wanted to like gain some sort of advantage ASAP. But yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that game was like really crazy. Part of it's because I don't really know the theory too well yet, and like I know that there's sequence of moves you can follow early on, but it also is kind of a can be very positional. Ugh. Try to play a Smith Mora. I'm not into that. It's gonna be one of these games, you guys. Mark my words, there will be a day. There will be a day where I actually what are they trying to play here? Oh, I know. Wow. Okay. We'll go back here. No worries. They're weakening their other side. So what we're gonna do da, da, da. Let's think. Because we're not we can't castle on that side, so nice thing is that we do have time to think. Mm-hmm. Europe. Hmm. Something's calling for me. Same old thing. We'll do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Gotta keep thinking. Okay, I think I know. And then that's wild. I'll be honest, that's wow. Okay. In my opinion, that's pretty wild. To do that and then castle? That's wild. Ballsy. Well, I play a little bit of bullet, but I always hate myself afterwards. That's crazy. Crazy. Like, I literally feel like I can play this at this point. And just push. But we're gonna take our time. That's probably the most important thing here. I definitely like the idea of disconnecting because a lot of the pieces aren't developed yet, so I want to take advantage of that. Okay. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of that just yet, I would say. Like, I want to say that. Take just a lot of these like create very weak positions, so I almost do feel like something like that, but I also don't want a castle. So let's think this through. The both of these are also facing this direction, so I definitely don't want a castle. So I gotta like find something here. this. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Oof, okay. We're gonna keep thinking here. Because that can definitely be played. If that is played, we do have somewhere to go. Hmm. The issue just quite literally is we need to get... Okay, we have 10 minutes. Hmm. Let me look at this line. I gotta keep looking. I just have to. I don't want to prematurely play anything. I almost like... No, I'm definitely not gonna castle. Like I was gonna say, but I don't think it's a good idea. You know? I do potentially like this, but then... Take... that... Screw it, I'm spending too much time, let's play it. Yeah, I see knight a4. I thought I might have something else here available, but let's see. I don't really like it. I guess. Not yet, at least. Da, da, da. I guess maybe that wasn't the best. Let's play this now. I feel like I messed up the order somewhere here. But let's see. Please, no move suggestions. Mm-hmm. I want to say that, but that doesn't work either. So let's play this. I'm gonna try. I always struggle with the specific variation the pulse in. Unfortunately. Let's take. Okay. Interesting. We have to kind of be careful here because of ugh, I don't want to castle though. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me think. We'll do this first. And a do. And then I want to say this. Ugh, but the freaking bishops. Okay, hold up. Let's do this first. Oh, it doesn't even go the freaking right way. I did see that potentially coming. And I was thinking... I guess I gotta keep thinking. Like, I want to take that. I don't know, though. Let me think. Hmm. Hmm. How about this? We'll do that next. This is a little difficult, but let's see. Because they can do this. And let's do that. Why is this so hard? Oh my goodness. Well, sometimes the issue is that it's not passed, you know? Okay, let's see here. I do like maybe this, but I'd rather take one of the pieces because it's, you know. What do you mean? I'm calculating way more than one or two moves. Just because I'm not talking about them doesn't mean I'm not doing it. It's quite the unhinged take, in my opinion. Okay, let's try this first. I don't draw arrows often because I also don't want to give them away. You know what I mean? But still, I didn't see that. That doesn't somehow mean that I'm not calculating. Just because I'm getting tunnel visions, it's because I'm 1900. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it's what I always say. If you're not my rating, then don't talk about my rating. Legit. Oh yeah. I just wanted to make a comment specifically on the calculation. I am actually calculating kind of further than I probably should be. Okay, I see a potential move. Da, da, da. Like I'm playing for position at the moment, truthfully, because I see advantages and I want to continue. But I am missing other things, and that's the downside of being this rating in 3 years. You tend to be quite tunnel vision because actually my other next video talks about this. It talks about the idea of uh your brain forming chunks over time and seeing pieces as one rather than individual. And so it does kind of explain what happens if you are newer to the game. And I think that it can be pretty informative for some people here. Well, I could have, but I miss things. What do you want me to say? That's just the truth. I'm gonna miss things, especially when you're focused on like one area. Okay. Okay. Well, I bet we play this. No, wait. Let's keep thinking. This. Hmm. I have plans. Like, there's ideas I want to follow through here. I wonder if I can. How would I do that possibly? I gotta keep thinking. Okay. Hmm. I mean, there are ways to win. Obviously, like I see ways to win pieces here, but I don't, at least the rook, but I don't really care for that. I think I'm much more interested in some other possibilities. Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll do this first. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason some people come in here and they think that it's like, oh, 1900 isn't good is because of the Dunning-Kruger effect. You don't see what you don't know. And so while you're thinking, oh, they just lost the pawn, no, they just lost two pawns, what you're missing is that there's a huge positional advantage that comes from that, and those aren't actually true lost pawns. So it's quite funny actually, but it happens a lot to people who don't really know too much about something. I don't think it's GG's yes yet. Sorry. Let's see though. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I mean that was the whole idea. I was trying to like create a position and attack their king because I had that, but you know. Oh, absolutely vindictive. Absolutely. Online 2000 is, nowhere close to expert, so I think sometimes people don't really recognize that, you know, like some people think 2000s are also better than they are, but that's not always the case. Sometimes people just don't actually understand the position and they think it's a bad position because they don't understand the position, but this is a good position for us. And this is not thinking one step ahead. This is thinking way further because you're strategizing. You're not looking at, you know, you're not looking at like, sorry, give me a second here. So I gotta keep thinking. Mm-hmm. There you go. GG's. I would not have gotten that position if I was just thinking one move ahead. Yeah, 2000 plus is a lot of theory. And for me, I think after 1800, I did have to start studying positional chess like this, where, you have to like look at the whole board. Even though, like, obviously it helped, like, it kind of made me miss certain things because it's still very hard for me to see the whole board because I have just been playing this game for 3.5 years. Yeah. Well, positionally sharp, I would say. This was more a positional game than it was tactic. F4. F4. I don't think F4 would have because there was one move too slow. We can take a look at it if they play this here. Um, sorry. Trying to think. Yeah, so F4 doesn't... Wait, does F4 actually work? I think F4 actually runs into the same exact... No, you know what? F4 might work unless you guys see something I'm not seeing here. Oh no, F4 is the same. It's not good because you still lose the bishop. And then, you know, you definitely still like run into similar issues. But it does, I think, give the player an opportunity here. This is like a counter, you know, a little bit of a counter. But right, pawn is pinned. And that's what I was going for, to pin that bishop. And it's a compound move, so it's doing two things at once. You know what I mean? Like, they can't move away without losing that. And, you know, it's also keeping the, basically keeping this, what was I saying? You guys get it. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. Exactly. But I just like, I don't know, man. In chess, and I don't know if it's like, if other hobbies are similar to chess, but you have a lot of people who think they know more than they do. You know what I mean? Like that guy earlier. And the reason I mentioned that is because I said this before, a lot of people have that mentality. They think you're bad, they think you're not your rating because they aren't able to see what you see in the position. Therefore, because they can't see it and because they don't understand it, even though they think they understand it, they think you're the problem, when in reality, that person's the problem, because that is what it means when people say that the knowledge you have is your whole world, you know what I mean? But there's so much more knowledge than what's in your little world. Goodbye, Naresh. Well, it's not just about being geniuses. A lot of people, these people work very hard for it, you know? They really do. I don't know why they talk so much trash, because I think that they're so used to seeing just experts play. And like the game at such an expert level that they don't. And you know, the thing with experts, the experts are, they can make a game look very easy. And I think that at this rating, the game still looks hard. So when people watch it, they see a competitive, like complicated game, but they don't understand the complexion of it. Therefore, they think it's a bad game because of this inability to like make the game seem simple at this level. Does that make sense? And that's why you have a lot of people who come in and say things like, "Oh, you know, how are you 2000? How are you this? Blah blah blah," because they just like, they can't see what you're seeing. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I think it's just interesting. Hello, hello. Thank you, Alex, for the dono. I appreciate it. I don't know the London system too well. I don't know. People criticize experts as well. Yeah. You guys want to see a review of the game? Exactly. Like dancing. Dancing looks very easy when you're an expert. And people think, oh, it's just dancing. It's so easy, but it's not easy. Dancing is very freaking hard. Like really, really hard, just like chess. Thank you. Actually, I was studying the King's Indian, but it was so theoretical and complicated, I gave up. You know? Da, da, da. Da, da, da. The cloud bong or whatever, is that what you're talking about? So what is, okay, let me actually go through this opening because I always like mess it up. London, isn't that the Jobava, which is a variation in the London system, which is apparently very tactical? No, no, he's not dissing it. He's converting it because we don't have a conversion, so we don't know how much it is. Yeah. I think it's the Bone Cloud, right? The one with the... Definitely not dissing. That would be inappropriate. So, knight c6. That's the most common line here. So I did play that, and then they played that. And then I did play this, so these are all book moves. That was weird. Oh, so queen b6 right away would have been good here. That's what I usually play. And then that's usually played, and then this, but then they play that. Oh, I see. And this. Well, bishop d2 takes. Queen takes, and then we could just exchange queens here. Because we have ideas here, correct? So I know that. And then say that they play this. We can play the bishop move, that's what I was thinking. Oh, but we could have actually just taken two. I see it now. Oh, not bad. Okay, so it's kind of ugly for them. So this is not actually a... Okay. Well, he already explained... I mean, I explained it already. There's like no reason to repeat it. He wasn't intending to make... That wasn't meant to be derogatory. He was converting it, that's all. Okay, so let's go through this one more time. So here it's better to play this because they can play that, and this is what I usually play. It is the French, yeah. And then this doesn't work because kind of have to go back, so they exchange here. What if they take with the knight? Oh, it doesn't work because we can win that piece. So they take like this. This happens, they take, we take, and then they can't play this because they lose that. That doesn't do anything, so they do have to play that line. And then I would just honestly play this and force them back. Wait, is there something better we can play here? No, bishop d7's best. Oh, I see. So if they don't play knight to c5 here. Interesting. Rook c8's a nice move. I respect rook c8. It's bad for them. Allows the rook on the second rank. Thank you. I'm not no solo. I just like that topic, and I like philosophy. Yeah, it's good to know this. I'm like just trying to practice it because this doesn't work. So they play this, we play that, and they could play this, but then we have the rook move in order to... Say that they play... Oh no, again, that doesn't work well, because we can bully them. You know what I mean? And then continue bullying them. Wait, what was the... I see. Oh, maybe that's not the best then. Oh, okay, that's not a good move. So... Here... Sorry. Here, if they went here and we go there... Whoops, I mean, we go here. They go there. We just push like that. Take, and then we're reaching endgame. Okay, so this is what the position's looking like. It's kind of annoying for me because of this bishop, but I guess it wouldn't be for too long. It just pushes us away a little bit. to be honest. You know what I mean? Oh, but then I guess, yeah, either this or that, and then this happens. Oh, it's a mistake. Huge mistake, actually. Okay. Let me actually just look at this line in case it happens. Rook takes. They take back. Oh, and then you win the rook. Okay. I was 2k. There's a thing called dropping rating. It's a crazy concept, really. Okay, cool. So this move is just too slow. So let's look at what I played real quick and then go from there. I played that. That wasn't the best. Oh, it would have been better here. I didn't like the knight move too much. But I guess it would have completely ruined their pawn structure, so for nothing. Because the two bishops was pretty annoying. So a lot of bad moves on my end, clearly. H5. That's crazy. H5 here, huh? And then they go, I guess we get that back, so it's not the worst. But we actually gave them quite the advantage here, so again, I need to practice my openings. That's been a truth for a while now. And then H5 here was very bad for them because it weakened G5. Like, I wonder, like in this right here. Okay, I actually looked at Queen A5. Like, I really did. Interesting. I guess I didn't, like, see it all the way through. Okay, this is already advantageous for white here. And, like, I just wanted to... my goal was to basically create a position to where we can pawn break on f6. And I needed the queen out of the way for that, and looking now, it wouldn't have been the worst queen a5. But, like, because, you know, the strategy the whole time, because the center was pretty well protected, and because the pawn was h5, I wasn't exactly worried about the queen, like, because the queen is basically covered on the king side because of these pawns and the knight, and then this, you can't really do much here without sacrificing the bishop, so I don't know why they would do that, and that'd be terrible. So that being said, I like this position, and I wanted to play in order to bring my rooks here and coordinate my pieces. And I feel like I did that decently, truthfully, even though I didn't like this too much, but I don't like dealing with knights, so I decided to take, even though maybe that wasn't the best idea. Right, their pieces were quite uncoordinated, but I knew that we couldn't castle on the king side either, besides the crappy pawns. Their bishops were both facing the king side, and that's two bishops that are covering this much board. It's not like something you want staring at your king. Anyways, yeah. But, okay. Right. So the plan was always a castle on the king side here. Oh. What? What was better this? Oh, just... I'll be honest, it's kind of stupid, but like sometimes I mess up the queen side castle, and I assumed that the queen was gonna be, or the king was gonna be here, and I was like, okay, there's like definitely something to watch out here. But that's just me kind of being dumb and need better visualization sometimes. This did scare me a little bit, but I saw some ideas here, so I figured it wasn't going to be a problem. And yeah, this was just a huge mistake. Over here, it's still pretty even, but I think that this position's looking much scarier for white, in my opinion, than me, so wasn't too concerned. Oh, interesting. I want you to take it here. Well, I did say taking this sooner. But what made me not want to though? There was something like a reason I didn't want to. Oh, this is smart. Okay, so they do have to move back, but then we have this, and that is not pretty. Literally not pretty at all. Oh wow, this is a smart move though. But I like it. They literally like lose. Okay, that's cool. Why don't you think it's all that good? London is yikes to play against. Okay, so anyways, that was my like thought process here more than anything. Truthfully, I wouldn't have done anything to play this. Like, not bad at all. Either, but there was no point, you know what I mean, when they played something like that, because we could have just won the queen right away, and the position's already so yikes for them. F4, yeah, definitely seems like it would have been the best move, even if they lose the piece here. It's still, you know, good. Huh. They still lose their queen, though, even with the best move. Huh. But it's not so simple here now. But still. Because I was thinking this, but then that. That's not pretty. Everything's defended, though. This is still completely winning. Interesting. Oh. You basically just let them take. You. Okay, this is a more complicated position, though. Start 2 pawns and a rook. Yeah, it's not even like a real sacrifice because it's such a huge advantage that you're getting a shit ton of compensation for it. So, but like, you know, a newbie sees you're down 2 pawns and instantly thinks that's disadvantageous. But yeah, if you look at a lot of obviously very, I mean, if you ever study checkmates, a lot of times you are giving up a piece or two, you know what I mean? Obviously it's a little different, but still, like, it tells you something. Material, like, the goal in the game is to mate the king and win. It's not to have more material. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, there's been so many games where I've won because I gave up pawns in order for a better, like, to gain a better position. It's pretty normal. Turn forever, you and me. Right, exactly. But this is why like studying the principles of chess is so important, because chess isn't as simple as, oh, have more material, when principles very much apply. If you have a whole piece or two, but your pieces are underdeveloped or you have lost control of the center, you're gonna lose. Caro is more modern. I was thinking of going back to play the Caro Con. I played it for a while and then I stopped, but I think that I should maybe start again. Yeah, I've been struggling with openings. I will try to work on it though. I mean, I am going to work on it. But anyways, I should probably get going now. Charismatic. It's fun. Just there is a lot of theory. I love the time and Nove. It's so fun. Hello, Mustafa. Yeah, you have to gain, what are they called? The points. You have to play against, X, like, GMs. What is it called? Like, you have to get, like, 3 points? There's a word for it, I forgot. In order to get a title. Norms, thank you. You gotta gain norms by playing other people, at that level, I believe. So, you need 3 norms for all of them, was it? Yeah. It's pretty cool, actually. Alrighty, I'm gonna get going now. Good game, good game. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Yep, hopefully the games continue being good because let me see. I think I won most of them. Disregard the bullet. Wait, okay, I do think I won most of my games the past three days for win-win. Let's see, I played a lot of bullet that one night I couldn't sleep. Win-win, so that's 4 wins. Okay, so far we have the games have been very cool though. A lot of bullet. We're not gonna look at that. Shouldn't be playing bullet. I couldn't sleep one night because I had heartburn, and so I stayed up. Okay, win, so that's 5. So far we have 1. Okay, we lost 2 on the 18th. We won a 10, we lost a 15-10 on the 19th. Okay. Oh, I love tea. I love, love, love tea. I drink so much tea. All types of tea. Okay. Yeah, video drop tomorrow. The video on mind mapping is coming out tomorrow. I'll link it. Oh, it does? Good to know. I didn't know that. Thanks, Thomas. It was bad. I had like a really hot sauce. I wasn't expecting it to be so hot with the truffle fries. And then I took ibuprofen and I didn't realize I was having heartburn. And then ibuprofen makes heartburn so much worse. So I stayed up until 5 a.m. playing chess because I was not feeling good. But I'm good now. Never doing that again. All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.